Roman Reigns has been at the top of the game for over 10 years now in the WWE and is still our current World Heavyweight Champion since WrestleMania 42, defeating CM Punk in the Night 2 main event. We're trying to replace him, of course. Roman Reigns is now 41 years old. He's coming to the latter stage of his career, and hints of retirement have been thrown around by the OTC himself and fans circulating online. There are rumours that Roman Reigns could be retiring in the next 2 to 3 years. But how will WWE replace Roman Reigns? But is Roman Reigns irreplaceable? We've seen superstars come and go, but they've never hit the heights of the Tribal Chief. And the Tribal Chief, even with his lacked schedule, his part-time schedule, I should say, he is still the champion of Monday Night Raw due to the superstar he is and the level, the money, the advertisement this man brings in. He's different gravy. So is he irreplaceable? We're going to be talking about this video. So let me go enjoy this video. It's guys, I'm asking to record. Always remember to smash the subscribe button to the Fulfil channel, and let's get into this one. I'll be honest, I used AI for this. If you can probably easily tell, let's just say. I'm going to go through the ages of what they think the top 5 superstars are in the WWE currently. 5, LA Knight, 43 years old, coming to the end of his career, even if he's only really just getting started. Seth Rollins is 40 years old now, and with a long-standing injury record, and him wanting to build more of a family, he's not got long left in his career now, which he hinted massively before his clash with Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes, 41 years old. He's getting older as well. He's only said that this contract he will sign with WWE is his last contract in his career, as he wants to be with his family, his daughters, and his wife for the remainder of his future, of course, and not always have to commit to a long schedule. Of course, Roman Reigns himself, 41 years old as well. Roman has a big family, and we can already tell his schedule's come down in the last 3-4 years, meaning that he's already planning a retirement, even if he says he isn't. But we all know deep down he's planning what his future's going to be, possibly in Hollywood. CM Punk, 47 years old. The current undisputed WWE champion is approaching 50, meaning that he is definitely coming to the end of his career. And he has said that he's not got long left, probably a year, 2 years left. Punk is coming to the end of his career. This possibly could be his final WWE title reign in his career. His physical status is getting older. He can't wrestle as much. His in-ring ability has got worse over the years. He's not the same superstar he was. He is still a mega superstar, of course, for his popularity. But wrestling-wise, in the ring, he's not the same as he used to be back in 2011, 2012, so on, if you get what I mean. We've definitely seen that in the last year due to the up schedule since he left AEW. We've seen that he's starting to slow down a little bit. But the 5 superstars, if we notice a pattern, they're all over 40. None of these big superstars are up and coming, who can replace Roman Reigns, who can be that man to replace the Tribal Chief. And you might think, oh, Roman Reigns is not even the top guy. He is. Let's admit here. John Cena's gone. Randy Orton is on his way out. Cody Rhodes, not on the same level. Punk, Rollins, Knight, they're nowhere near the same level as Roman Reigns. And you can argue all you want with Punk, but in my opinion, Roman Reigns is better all time than CM Punk. He's got a longer standing history. He is more known than CM Punk in the world by people who might not enjoy wrestling. They got more chance of knowing Roman Reigns than CM Punk. So, who is a man that can replace Roman Reigns? That's the whole core of this video. Who can replace him? Or is Roman Reigns irreplaceable? This is the thing. The man everyone is talking about that possibly could replace Roman Reigns in the future and be the face of WWE is Oba Femi. Of course, he has just retired Brock Lesnar, 10-time WWE champion in his home state of Minneapolis, Minnesota at SummerSlam earlier this month. Oba Femi is on a rampage, beating Brock Lesnar, of course, at WrestleMania. He's only been on the main roster since the end of January, where he debuted in the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. But he's had some big matches since then, of course, a long-standing rivalry of Brock Lesnar, being King of the Ring 2026, and didn't even use it yet, by the way. This is worrying. Now he's got a rivalry with Bron Breakker, who are both clashing to be, the future of WWE. I don't think Bron Breakker's on the same level as Oba Femi. Listen, I like Bron Breakker. I like him. And I think when he's at his best, Bron Breakker's a very, very good talent. But I think they've not pulled the trigger, and I think it could be too late. I know that sounds stupid. Genuinely, that sounds stupid. But what's going to happen is Bron Breakker's going to break away from the division. He'll get a rivalry with either Logan Paul or Austin Theory. Long rivalry, and then we all forget about Bron Breakker because the rivalry will get boring. And then, they're going to try and get him in the world title picture, which could work. I'm not going to rule it out. It could work. But the perfect moment for Bron Breakker was when, they broke away from Seth Rollins. Him, Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman broke away from Seth Rollins. Bron Breakker should have become the World Heavyweight Champion then. Even if CM Punk beat him in January, we should have got that reign, meaning that we get Punk Breakker at WrestleMania, and then we could have had Reigns Rhodes for the third time at WrestleMania, where possibly Roman Reigns defeats Cody Rhodes to win the championship. Even if Drew McIntyre won a title, you get what I mean. It still could have happened anyway. But that would have been perfect for Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker could have had that, being the World Heavyweight Champion, even if he lost at WrestleMania this year. Even if he lost. I understand he got injured, but let's say he didn't get injured. Let's say, he gets to WrestleMania as champion. He does lose to CM Punk. CM Punk gets his WrestleMania main event moment in the Night 1 main event, which would have been not a main event because it's nowhere near, the stature of Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. I think I said that right. I don't know why. But Punk Breakker was perfect. It was the plan originally, but they didn't pull the trigger, and they gave the title to Punk in November, one of the most weirdest times of the year, where there was nothing really big coming up PLE. And Breakker did get his rivalry of Punk on, the second anniversary. Or actually, no, the first anniversary, of Raw on Netflix, where he lost. He lost to CM Punk in the main event of Monday Night Raw for the World Heavyweight Championship and never got another shot since. It confused me. Yeah, of course he did get injured. I understand that. He went to the Rumble, he got attacked by a masked man, which of course would be revealed as Seth Rollins. And then he done his hernia because they made him flip the table or whatever, and he missed WrestleMania. And he returned at WrestleMania, but wasn't involved in the match, which was really disappointing for the hype he had in the last year or so. Joining the Vision, being big in the Vision, of course. Then, breaking away from Seth Rollins, having that world title feud. Should have been world champion, I still say to this day, but I think his time's gone. Obafemi's the man. Obafemi is the one to defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania next year, to become the World Heavyweight Champion, have that big rivalry. Roman Reigns will make Obafemi look like the top star in WWE, and slowly, we won't even realise, but slowly hand over that place of being the man that will lead wrestling and WWE into the future for the next 10 years, the next generation, because, this generation's fading. Well, my generation is fading, let's just say that. And the new future, the next generation for the kids, is starting to form. So, Roman Reigns can be replaceable, yes. But they've got to use it right. Of course, you can't get another Samoan. No one will be like Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has something different. And yeah, it just sounds like I'm glazing him right now. But I am. I am glazed him, let's be honest now. But am I wrong? There will never be another man like Roman Reigns. There'll never be another character, another tribal chief, another OTC like Roman Reigns. The manner, just the aura about him. He made that he suited the character so perfectly, no other man could do it. And Obafemi with his character suits it perfectly. He plays it so well. That's the man. That's the man right there. We've got him right there. Bron Breakker could still be that man. And they've got to have a good rivalry here. Possibly lead it up to maybe December, WrestlePalooza in Perth. But I think this could be a great rivalry for Oba. But for long-term wise, Obafemi could be the future. But Roman Reigns can be irreplaceable as well. Because, again, like I've just said for the last minute, it's Roman Reigns. No one will be like Roman Reigns. We'll never have another Roman Reigns. He's the only Roman Reigns we'll ever have. He's the only tribal chief, really. And I know people say, oh, you'll have Solo, Jay, blah, blah. Yeah, but it will never, ever be like what the real tribal chief was, if you get what I mean. That's how this world is... Wow! That's why this whole OTC character was perfect. Perfect. Because Roman Reigns suited it so well, and he was the tribal chief. So what is Roman Reigns? Is he replaceable? Is he irreplaceable? Well, I don't know. But let's just say he'll always be our tribal chief. But thank you for watching. It's not been the greatest video, but it's something, I guess. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you lot soon. Goodbye, guys.